If you want to make the setup for the charges for the account receivable, the charges setup for account receivable related to customers, Microsoft Dynamics 365, we will see now how we can create the account receivable charges setup. Open account receivable module. Here you can find the charges setup groups. Here you can find all setup related to the charges. Click charges. I will start with item charges groups, which mean if you need to create charge groups and while you are creating a new item, you can assign this item to this item charge groups. So while you are use these items in the sales order or sales invoice, by default the charges will be generated. You can edit it as you want as per your needs. So if you need to create new item charge group, click new. For example, I will select postages. Okay, postage charges and click save. Easily you can click multiple charge groups as per your need. Okay, once you finish, close this screen. So if you want to create item charge groups to assign items to this charge groups, you can click here item charge groups and click new. Only enter the charge group name and description for this. If you want to create delivery charge groups, you can click delivery charge groups and click new here. For example, I will enter here the charge group is transportations. The name here, the full name, transportation charges. So while you are creating new customer, you can assign the new customer to this delivery charge groups, which will be by default use this charges while you are making any transactions for these customers. If you want to create customer charges group, also customer charges group, you can use this setup to assign customer to customer charges groups. So while you are making a transaction in the future to this customer, the charges which relate to this customer will be applied by default in the whatever sales quotation, sales order, sales invoice, which can be edited and deleted and can be kept as it. So if you want to create new customer charge group, I will click new. For example, also I will write this trans and write here transportation and click save. Okay. If you want to create charges code, you have to click a charges code from here. Account receivable, charge setup, charge code. Click new. Here, what is the charge code? It's trans, for example, and here is the descriptions, which is transportation, like this. If you want to assign item sales tax group by default to this charge, you can assign here. So by default give you advantage to be generated by default. I will assign this one. For example, here in the posting area, system ask you what is the type for the debit transactions. By default to be customer or vendor. Okay, here in the credit area to be ledger account, and the posting type, what is the posting type for this charges. For example, you can use any posting type related to customer transactions. For example, order freight, anything you can use a posting type. Only for classifications here, the account, what is the account, the revenue account, for example. For example, this for this charge we will use account. Once you finish, click save. Okay, also you have advantage here. If you don't want to post the charges to customer directly, you can assign it to ledger account and select the ledger account as per you need. Once you finish, click save. If you want to create new setup, the setup for the auto charges, under charge setup here there's auto charges. Just click new. Here, system asks you the account type for the charges group. What is the account? What is the relation to the account group? If you select all, which mean all charges will be applied to this. If you select a group like this, here you can find all customer charges groups which we created. For example, I will select for transportations. Okay. And here, if there is method of delivery, you can assign the method of delivery, for example, group. So here, the delivery charges group, which we created. You remember the delivery charges groups. If you need to assign a specific delivery charge group, if you need all, you can click all. Then you click tab here and click add. The currency, you can select the currency. What is the charge code? Here, transportation. You need the value, it's fixed or percentage or external or proportional. For example, I will select fixed, it will be 50 SAR. If the amount, you can select range from which amount to which amount. Here, sales tax group, if you need to assign this to sales tax group, it give you the advantage. Keep here, give you the option if you select keep, which means this auto charges will be assigned to all transactions which relate to customers. Okay, you can delete it, no issue, but give you the advantage by default to be assigned to all transactions which relate to this customer. Once you finish, click save to close this screen. Thank you.